Obviously, lads, we talked about volunteers that you've had, cultures within clubs as well. You look around the bar here and Jimmy Cochrane's mentioned. There's a portrait to the right of you guys. I know as a kid walking down the street seeing this gentleman cutting the lawns and working on the place, and I know he lived next door, but he seemed to spend more time living here, I believe. How important is that figure? And obviously you've identified him, so he's obviously a special man within the club and its history.
Yeah, Jimmy had a lot of involvement with the club in the early days when it was a tennis club, before squash even came along in the 60s. I believe his father was involved as well, and so it was sort of a carryover effect. But Jimmy was the tennis court greenkeeper, I guess, and once the squash club came along, he got involved in the squash as well, and he was the guy that collected the visitors' fees and things like that. So the boys used to say you'd hear Jimmy coming with the coins rattling in his pocket, and so he was quite a character within the club, and he was made a life member quite some time ago. There's a list of life members up on the honours board, and unfortunately Jimmy died a couple of years ago, but he gave some great service to the club, and I guess as the honours board sort of reflects, we've had a number of members that have really contributed to the point where the club wants to recognise them. So there's a good culture within the club, and I guess they don't need to get life membership for the reward, but it's something that the club can give back to somebody that they want to recognise. So Jimmy was one of those.